Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here in the channel Child More. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel Child More. Please remember to keep your comment distant, not offensive. If you're not subscribed to the channel Child More, please hit that bell notification, get notifications when the channel receives uploads. And, yeah. You may recall a video where I made it like a few weeks ago, or maybe a few months ago. And, yeah. The real problem with little kids, if they're 5 or 7 years old, they're potty mouth and they talk so perverted. And here's the thing, the parents are at the fault for not raising the child the right way. They probably never even had a bar of soap put in their mouth in a lifetime, and ever been putting like time out and clean that mouth of theirs out. And the problem with video games is that little kids will make names that are just like so inappropriate and that stuff that they just don't even care about anybody else. Alright, they're gonna just talk so perverted because they wanna just, you know, they wanna be disgusting. Just put it this way. And that's the sad part. That's the sad part. Alright, they're not gonna have friends in life with dirty stinking mouth. Alright, the only people that are probably gonna be their friends is probably somebody that is somebody that that probably loves perverted talks and people that just, you know, have dirty mouth. And yeah, those are the kind of people that you know, when I play video games, I don't want to be, you know, I don't like, perverted talk with, little kids, okay? You know, they have a mouth, they obviously just don't know how to behave. You know, they obviously just don't know how to act. And that's the sad part about that. Alright, why do I have time to be dealing with stinking, idiots that just don't even know how to, like, watch what they say in video game chat rooms and that stuff. It's so unenjoyable. Okay, I don't see the enjoyment in just doing that stuff. Alright, if little kids want to have a potty mouth and they want to talk inappropriately in game chats and that stuff, you know what I'm going to say? I don't have time to be dealing with little kids BS. Alright, yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Yeah. Oh, yeah, let's not forget this. I don't engage in any personal talk, like, my favorite birthday cake or, you know, whatever. that's also another problem. But, hey, there are grown-ups that just love to engage in personal talks. And, you know, why? You know why? You know why they love engaging in personal talks? Because they want to just have a good, they want themselves to have a good time. They don't care about anybody else. Alright? That's the reason why they're doing it. Yeah. It's not just kids that engage in personal talks. It can be adults too. And that stuff. And this is like a real serious problem. It's a real serious problem because there are just like not just kids, but a lot of grown-ups just lack you know, manners. It's just so messed up in the head that just can't figure out like what is appropriate and what is inappropriate anymore. So that is just what I'm pretty just, you know, I'm frustrated with that stuff. I don't have time to be just engaging in personal talks and talking about my personal life and ruining my life like an idiot would. Alright? Stuff is personal. Stuff is personal, and if I don't want to share it, if I don't want to share any personal info about my life and that stuff, well, then it should be respected. But it's a lot of what people just lack these days. And there's people that just don't have any manners. And they're just, you know, it's like, and some of these people, it's like anything goes, you know. That's kinda how it is. You know, so, you know, I have to say, you know, when, as far as like, you know, with these people, you know, like anything goes, and, you know, those are the kind of people that I just have problems with. Stuff. Why am I going to waste my time talking about my personal life? Why is my personal life somebody else's info? It's personal info that only I, as trusted people, should know. Alright? Your psychiatrist, maybe your doctors, and other people that you trust. Alright, it's nobody else's business. It's not strangers, it's not your friends, it's just not their business. Alright? So I think that's a lot of what people just... I would love to say, I guess some people probably just don't understand it. Okay? There's just a lot of people that just don't seem to understand this. And that is just, it's just sad. It's just sad. It's just sad that there are people in this world that just don't even get a life anymore. Like, how to act, how to talk, and, you know, act just like normal human beings. Alright. That is just very disgusting to me. And, yeah. I guess what I really want to say is that people just, they probably just won't ever figure it out. You know what the problem is? People just can't seem to get a life anymore. People just can't say, like, how to talk, how to act, and, you know, I guess they just don't even figure out that what life is really about. Alright. So, yeah. That is just, you know, it can drive, people up a wall. If there are people in this world that just don't even grow up, ever, then then they just, then they don't want to grow up. That's the sad part about this. That's the sad part about it. And yeah, when you have people that just don't want to grow up anymore, you know what? I don't have time to be, you know what? I just don't have, no, I don't like to deal with, a lot of people's, BS. You know what? It's just how it is. Alright? If you got BS in your life, if you just don't want to clean that rotten mouth of yours and that stuff, well, the next thing I can actually say, well, oh, sucks to be you. And nobody's going to find you likable. If you want to keep that kind of behavior, and you want to keep that rotten, dirty, perverted mouth of yours, and that stuff, nobody's going to find you likable anymore. Nobody's going to want to be around you. People are going to be like, hey man, you know what, I'm sick of this BS. I'm sick of dealing with it, you know. It's like, if you have a dirty, perverted mouth of yours, then you need to at least, get out of my life, bro. Alright, because I'm not going to just think. I'm not going to, you know, I'm not going to, deal with it. Alright, I'm not going to, just, sit around and deal with it, because it's not worth my time. Alright, I don't have time to be sitting around and just dealing with this BS of coming from other people. Alright, it's not what I do. It's not what I do. If you think that I absolutely enjoy this coming from other people, well, I hate to burst the bubble, but, no. No, I don't. No, I don't. And it's not very enjoyable. It's not enjoyable to be dealing with BS after BS after BS coming from, like, multiple people. At the end of the day, man, you know, I just like to just relax and not have to deal with this for once. Alright? Because I just, no, I don't have time to be sitting around dealing with this stuff. Alright? And that's the problem with a lot of people. A lot of people just don't even know how to shut their dirty mouth. And they don't care about decency. They don't care about how they act, how they talk. They don't care. All they care about is just what they want. Okay? And that's the terrible thing. If you don't care about other people and that stuff, well, I got news for you. You're a horrible human being, and nobody's gonna find you likable. If that's the way that you want to be, then, 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 hey, you can just get out of my life and not be part of my life anymore. Alright, because I'm not going to deal with, I'm not going to deal with this BS coming from other people. I'm not going to, like, sit and twirl my thumbs and say, like, oh, that's okay. That's okay. And pretend like, hey, this is okay. This is okay. Yeah. So, yeah. This is just, it's not, I don't enjoy this. I really, this drives me up the wall, and I just, when people just can't learn to get a life and start just being decent anymore, I get pretty overwhelmed that I'm just stuck in the middle of this. Like, I'm stuck in the middle of a bad situation with this perverted potty mouth person. And I just am thinking, why am I just, like, in the middle of this? Like, why am I stuck in the middle of this? Why is this, why is this happening? Okay? Yeah. And you know what? It really drives me up the wall when I actually have to be in the middle of these situations. But hey, there are a lot of people, and most people just don't even know how to watch their mouth these days. And they probably just don't even care how they act, how they talk, especially little kids. And it's annoying. Because they are just, well, let me put it this way. There are weird people in this world, and, they just don't have decency. I just say that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what's said here, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel, Charles Moore. Please, remember to keep your comments just not offensive. And, well, I guess this world just has weird, perverted people in it. And there are people that just don't show any decency these days. Well, I guess this is just the way that it goes in this world. Have a good day. I will see you on the next video.